Hello, in this video, I'm going to show you how simple it is to grade your students' work with interactive slides. So each day, my students just have their one slide deck for the day to complete. So this is just a sample, I'm going to pretend this is October 15th, and this is their slide deck for today. Now, once you go into your classroom, it's automatically on your stream. If you pick classwork at the top, you can see all the assignments. So right now, I just have one assignment on this sample classroom. So if I click this assignment, it will give me a little bit of information about how many students turned it in, how many students still have it assigned. And then once I start grading, it will also say graded over here, and it will tell me how many that I have graded. So in order to start checking, I'm going to click the two that have turned it in. And I see that student 3 and student 2 have turned it in. Student 1 has not completed it yet. So I can start grading the students that have turned it in. So right here where it says student 3, I'm going to click that student's work. And their completed slides will pop up for me. So now I will see it says turned in, so I know which students turned it in and which students did not. So I see that this student has completed 4 of the check marks, not all of them, so I'm going to see if they completed all of their work. Looks like they completed this. They completed this one. They did their 2 CBC slides, but they did not complete their math slides. So what I would do for this student is I would say, I would come over here and I would type a comment. Great job with your reading slides. Please finish the math slides. I'll press post to give the student that comment, and then I'm going to press return to send the work back to that student so that that student can complete their work. So I returned that work to the student. Now I'm going to click over here on this little arrow, and it will tell me the students now. So student 3 is now assigned again because I sent it back to that student. Student 1 has not completed it. It still says assigned, but student 2 is turned in. So when it's green and it says turned in, that means it's ready for you to grade. So I'm going to click student 2. And yours will, of course, say their student name, the student's name. But since this is just a sample classroom, it for me just says student 1, student 2, student 3. So this student, it looks like, has completed all the check marks. They did their beginning sound for letter C and letter D. They completed their 2 CBC slides. They did their math slide. And they did their other math slide. So this student has completed all their work. So once their work is complete, I'm just going to say 100. And I'm going to say, great job today. And it's up to you what you want to say, of course, in the comment box. And then I'll post that to the student. And I'll press return so the student can check their grade and see any comments that I've left. Okay, so now I've checked my students' work. If you have more students, it's very simple. You just go through this list. Every time it says turned in, you click it, you add a comment and a grade, and you press return. I love having all of the slides right here and not having to go to a whole bunch of different websites to check their work, because this way I can see their work all right in front of me. I can stay in this one spot, and it's super fast to grade it. The beginning of distance learning, I was spending so much time going back and forth from different websites and checking different assignments that I had given. It was going to BrainPop to check an assignment, going to IXL to check an assignment, going to a Google Form to check an assignment. And while those are all great tools, I think integrating it a little bit every once in a while is a lot better, and having all of the information right in front of the kids and all of the things right in their slide deck. So it's easy on the kids. They don't have to remember their sign-ins for a whole bunch of different things. It's all right here, and it's easy for the teacher because all you have to do is look in this one spot to check and see that they completed their work, to see if they understand it, and to grade it. It's all right there in front of you. Now, if I X this window out right here, this tab, now it gives me an idea of who's completed their work, who I've graded, and who is still assigned. So I can see down here, it now says graded for student 2 because I've finished grading that student. And the student 3, the one that did not finish their slides, is now back in the assigned section. So the next time that I see that student on a meet, or if I'm hybrid or whatever I'm doing, and I see them in person, I'll tell that student they need to go back into those slides and finish up the math slides. As soon as these students turn it in, it will say turned in, and then I can go back and check those slides. So I think that grading work with these interactive slides is a million times easier than using a lot of different programs. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or need any help, feel free to reach out to me at any time.